First question for you, just kind of looking at that Tuesday game. Maybe not the Christmas performance, but what did you maybe take away from that game, both good and bad?
Well, I really thought it was a pretty good game for us. I mean, just it's hard to win up there. I mean, I told the team that take a look around. It's the last time we're going to be there. I don't think we want to get into another home and home with them because and no one really does. That's why AJ does an amazing job. I think we struggled. We started off great and just had some empty possessions, left some points out there, weren't as efficient as we needed to be on the offensive side of the ball, scoring it. Had a good, first half with Bella. And then, she struggled a little bit in the second half. And I just think we're still a little spotty on the offensive end. But even with that, getting close to 70 points on the road against a really, really, really good team and that's really good at home, you got to walk away from those and just be happy with the win.
Talking about the offense a little bit, another kind of tough one for Charlize. From your eyes, what does it kind of take to kind of really get her going and get her back to what we've seen the last 3 years in terms of her scoring?
Yeah, I mean, I just want her to trust it. I mean, I really do. I think, when we grade our shots and she's taking high quality shots. I think she left, she missed two layups that at the rim. And she's not taking as many shots this year, and I think that's because we have, more people to spray the ball around a little bit. I personally I'm after double doubles from her every game because I think she affects the game in so many areas in so many ways. I mean, she was spectacular on the defensive side of the ball. I think people get caught up with her offensive output. I think that's going to come again. I think the quality of shot she's taking, her first two threes were just spot on shots. So I want her to trust herself and believe in herself and not question, taking shots or even making shots, because I think that'll come around. So we gotta keep putting it in her hands and know that she's doing everything she can in practice and out of practice to get that shot going again. And I think it's just a matter of time.
Just coach wanted to specifically ask about AT. I think earlier in the year you said she's sometimes a little bit chill, kind of relaxed a little bit, but the last three games it seems like she has really stepped up. I think scoring like 15 points a game in that span was really big down the stretch against SDSU. Just where have you maybe seen her kind of take those steps very quickly to kind of become more in charge or more of a floor general as a point guard?
Yeah, I mean, again, I think she early on was questioning, well, what do you want from me, and what should I do? She didn't know where her shots were coming from. I think she's always kind of taken a back seat to Charlize, and I just think she's getting more confident and extremely sure of herself and our system. Confident in calling plays and not having to look over to the bench. I thought there was a play in that game where late in the game where Bella had a seal and she could have thrown it in to her, and she called her to come set a ball screen, and then AT made a really, really hard, 17-foot pull up, and it almost, I think, sealed the game for her. So, she's extremely confident. Her mid-range game is so spot on. Her 3-point shot, but it's her leadership and her wanting to take charge and she's not looking over her shoulder as much, not at me, and certainly not from anyone else, on the court. She works so well with Charlize, having 3-point guards kind of in the game at the same time with LA and Charlize. I think it just takes a pressure off of having to do everything, but obviously picking and choosing your moments where you take over. And she's doing that so well, and we need her to continue to do that.
Kind of in the same category. I mean, what we've seen from LA so far is pretty spectacular. To have a freshman come in and be able to make this sort of impact, both starting and coming off the bench. Where have you maybe seen her grow, just even from game one to now, where it just seems like there's no fear, there's no kind of adjustment period for her?
Yeah, I mean, I think that the thing that has really stood out to me with LA is I think all of us had a bad game against Green Bay. I thought I was surprised at her, just like I was surprised by a lot of people. I didn't think she was very sharp, and she took that game and that next film session when we had it, and she took it to heart. And I feel like ever since then she's just, you know, for a freshman, so sharp, so tuned in. She's such a high IQ player. She's just like our upperclassmen in the sense that she can listen to a scout, watch plays, listen to what we're saying, and then go out on the court and do it defensively or offensively. She's just someone that I think is growing in her confidence. And I think if as long as we keep, you know, giving her the green light and putting her in position to make plays, I think that's just going to continue to get better.
And then just last thing, any update on Beyonce?
Yeah, I mean, I think she's coming along. We just want to be real careful with it. We don't want to aggravate anything and set her back. But you know, we're not sure about Sunday. It's just one of those that we've got to be on the careful side. So we'll get her back sooner than later, though, I think.
So kind of questionable for Sunday. Would that be accurate?
Yes.
Okay.
I want to just, if I could, just finish up with, you know, just a please and please, a big please, and get people out. I think it's an exciting team, and obviously a really big game for us to play UW, a rival, Apple Cup. You know, but they're coming in, you know, undefeated. We're coming in with one loss. We need to make Beasley into an amazing arena and environment. And so every Coug out there, you know, buy a ticket, get a ticket, and bring a friend, because we need a huge crowd, and we need to start dominating our home court, and doing that with a great student section and anyone in the community. So come on, Cougs, get out and support us. Thanks, and go Cougs.